You first. Go ahead. Talk about your night.
That was a great night. It's a big game for us, especially with the tiebreaker against Philly. And last time they came to this barn, they ran us out pretty good. So it's good to get a little revenge and redemption.
Especially early on, you just look like you're seeing every ball as a beach ball coming your way.
Again, you got to cut out my defense and even the offense for lack of training on their part. Part of their game plan was training, and our offense took that away. And our defense keeps them outside and makes my life a lot easier.
It seems like you're playing with a level of confidence, 6 wins already this year, that you could take this team as far as they want to go. Are you feeling anything like that?
Well, that's exactly it. I'm here for the long haul, and I want to win a championship more than anybody. And if that means I got to take it to him and to take my team on my shoulders, I definitely will. But this is a full team, and although I'm getting success with it, it's everybody in that room that deserves it as well.
Anthony, did you get a sense that they got discouraged by the fourth quarter when the defense was shutting them down so well, only getting a few goals in them? They just kind of went on the offense, capitalized.
That's exactly it. Part of our game plan is play mean, but in a disciplined manner. And come fourth quarter, you beat up on these guys enough. Not that they want to quit, but their hands get a little hard, a little bit soft, and they don't want to get to the middle as much. So that's part of our game plan, and work to a T tonight.
Not that you don't give your defense enough love, but the man down unit has been phenomenal all season long.
It's exactly it. You're going to win games on special teams, and our man down is doing a great job letting me see where the ball is. And we talked about prior to the game who I want shooting, and they do a great job of executing that.
John, another career milestone for you, 900 assists.
Yeah, it's nice to get those out of the way. I didn't even know until about 894 someone mentioned he needed 6, and whenever that happens I always kind of get stuck, so I just rather not know about them. So it's nice to get them out of the way, and every time I get one I'm like, well, I guess I should go for the next one. I remember saying I should go for 900, so I guess I should go for 1,000 now. At this rate it's going to take a long time.
John, we talked over the last few years about the offense trying to gel, a couple of struggles on offense in the last couple of years, but this year it seems that you guys are clicking on all cylinders, and even the new guys sliding into the lineup, Joe Resetarits and Ryan Benesh just find their stride.
I mean, we have a good combination of players, I think, in terms of veterans and youth and athleticism. And, we have a lot of new players on the team. There's been a lot of turnover the last few years. And I think we're still just starting to fill each other out. And we haven't been on top of our game every game this year. I thought this tonight's game was a very good game offensively. I thought the game in Rochester was a really weak game, so it's nice to rebound from that game. But we have a balanced attack. We have different guys scoring different nights. We don't have one guy getting 5 goals every game. And if we do, that's great. But Mark's getting a couple games. A few games. I'm getting a couple, and Benny's getting a couple, and it's just being distributed evenly, which is nice.
Nicer to have a game where you're not taking high stakes, or you're jumping on people, cause, or things weren't exactly chippy tonight.
Yeah, it was a nice win for us in terms of the tempo, the pace, and the intensity as well. I mean, not that it wasn't a tough game, but we controlled the game, I thought, for the most part. I think the big thing was when they got a goal, we answered with 1, if not 2, every time. And like you said, they seemed kind of like they gave up in the fourth quarter because our defense was so dominating. And talk about defense, I would never want a good defense is a defense you don't want to play against, and I wouldn't want to play against their defense because they're big, tough, and mean, and they can move the ball to the floor too. And you've seen guys like Steve Perillo score. Mitch Wild was inserted to the lineup today. He scored, and Glenny's been scoring. So we get guys contributing in transition and playing great defense, and we're not taking as many penalties. And when we do, great short man.
Speaking of that fourth quarter, how important was the 5-goal run, not having a repeat of the game against Rochester at home earlier this year?
And not just that, but last year at this time, I don't remember exactly what our record is, but I think we were about 5-2, and we were dominating the game, and Philly came back, and I think they won in overtime more in the last few seconds, and then we went on a 5 or 6 game losing streak. So that was a big game, and that was the tiebreaker between us. So that was a huge game, and it was nice again to rebound from Rochester, and also we maintained that lead. Big difference is I think we were going for that more. Against the Rochester game, we just kind of held back for 5 minutes and let them take it to a 6-on-5 and didn't do a thing about it. So it was nice to answer a little bit.
John, 6 wins all of last year, 6 wins now after 8 games this year.
Yeah.
You feel like you're kind of sending a message around that's saying things are back to normal, or in Bandit land?
You know what? It's just a different mentality all around. I think guys are not accepting losing like we did in the past, and we're expecting amongst ourselves to go and win. We want people to look at us. We don't want to look at them. We want to dictate pace. We don't want pace dictated by other teams. We want to set the tempo, and that's what we're doing. If we believe we can win, and we go out to do things that take to win, we're going to win games, and that's what we're doing. We have a different attitude. We have a little more swagger, I guess.
Talk about tempo. Good to see Aaron on the right side today. Coaching.
I mean, that first goal he scored was awesome. He buried that, kicked the corner. So it was nice to see him. It was nice to see him on all cylinders. So I mean, it's tough to come in after watching. I don't know how many games he's missed, 5-6 games. So he came in and he scored the one empty netter, kind of got him going. Then he scored a beauty goal, with maybe 2 seconds on 30 second clock. So that was nice. Aaron's a goal scorer. He gets the ball, shoots, and that's always a nice option to have. So he was a nice difference in the game.